Morning.
Hey, what's up, Nate?
Not much. We're just waiting on Mike. He should be able to join here in a couple of minutes. But how things been going, man?
Good. How have you been doing?
Good. I was down in Florida for the past week, so got to do a little
Oh,
bit of usually.
jeez.
Yeah, usually I was going on a fishing trip down there, but it was so cold. I've never been in Florida when it was that cold. It was like got down into the 20s a couple nights, but we
Ah.
booked in we booked an iguana hunting charter and got out and got some iguanas, so that was interesting.
Oh, dang.
Yeah,
Yeah, you picked a sucky week to go down to Florida.
I know. Tell me about it. Where you driving to today?
Yeah. Oh, I'm just in Ohio here, local.
Oh, nice. You said you do
Yeah.
over the road sometimes, right?
Yeah. Yep. Like tomorrow, I'll go down to Tennessee. I'll be back Wednesday.
Gotcha. I was just
So yeah.
talking to somebody from down in your area a couple days ago. I'm trying to think of I don't remember what his name was, but I dropped your name and he said that he knew who you are and he fished out of Port Clinton, I think it was. And I'm trying to
Oh,
think of what
really?
the heck his name was. Yeah.
Do you remember the charter name or no?
No, I don't. I'm drawing a blank on it. I specifically told myself too. I'm like, I got to remember that so I can ask Quinn, and then it slipped my mind. But
Okay. Oh, that's all
um,
good.
yeah,
Oh, cool.
calls been typical about this time of year. A little slow during winter.
No, dude. No, it's been. Yeah, it seems like I don't know if I'm booking maybe like one a week right now, or I think last week I booked a 2 day trip. Maybe I booked a 2 day and then booked another 1 day. It's yeah, I think I'm up to like 30 trips or 33 trips or something booked for next year.
Oh yeah, good deal. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if typically speaking, like for most northern guys who don't do ice fishing, at least, that January, February timeframe is usually the slowest. I know it is for
Yeah.
me as far as stuff. So if you're still steadily grinding through, booking a trip a week or something in the slowest part of the year, that's a really, really good thing.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I've been yeah really
How are
thankful. I
you?
think I'm. Oh, sorry.
I was I was just gonna ask, how are you collecting deposits going into this year? I know we talked about how you kind
Yeah.
of messed
Yeah.
that up a little bit.
Doing $100 and either Venmo or I have a Square account that I use, or actually like local people have just mailed me a check too. So
Yeah, that
people that are
works.
from my area. But yeah, no, that's actually been not a big not a big deal. And I'm actually like, I've gotten a lot of like random calls. It must be from Facebook because I've been posting not like crazy, but definitely, steadily on Facebook. And I've gotten several, like cold texts or cold calls or, whatever you will. And so it's like, you don't know those people. So I'm definitely glad that I'm doing, you know, uh, or deposits this year.
Like you're posting in groups, you mean like Facebook groups?
Yeah, yeah. Like I'll make a reel or, just a picture or whatever, and just blab about dates I have open, whatever.
Yeah.
And there's some groups that I post in, um, and then yeah, just local people sharing and stuff. But
What's your most popular trip so far for like what do you have mostly booked for this season?
probably the full day, like the full day, 7 hour. Booked a couple. I did book a couple evening, like shorter trips or 5 hour trips. Um, but not a whole lot. I mean, typically people, it seems like for the most part, I've been booking the full day trips, but um, there's also been some shorter ones, which I think last year I added that towards the end of the year. I added like the 5 hour trips, and those seemed like really, for whatever reason, the $100, people really, it doesn't make a difference to them. So it's like, well, or they wanna not pay the $100. So it's like, I mean, I guess whatever. That's 2 extra hours. I don't have to be out. So
Yeah. Well, that's good then. So if you're already sitting like at around 30, like is your like what do you kind of hope? Are you hoping to do like 50 again this year? Is that your goal, kind of the
Well,
same as last year? Or?
I mean, honestly, so my dad's got his license, and honestly, like I'll just take off work or whatever if I do get a bunch of weekdays. So honestly, the schedule is wide open. I mean, I want to book as many as I absolutely can, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay, I didn't know your
Um,
your dad has his captain's license.
yes, yeah, he got it last fall, so he should be good to roll this spring. So yeah, I'm gonna try and I guess get his. I've got not maybe like 6 weekday trips so far, 5 or 6. Um,
Something The first thing that pops into my mind, because I assume that you would be having him like run trips on your boat,
yeah,
right?
yep,
Okay. I know when I've looked into that in the past, you just got to be careful with whatever insurance policy you have because I know they can be kind of strict about like they only like you're insured for you being the captain. So
right,
you have to look and make sure that your boat is insured if it's being captained by another licensed operator that isn't you. So that would be
okay,
something that you want, because last thing you want to happen
yeah.
is an accident happens when you're not there and
While
it's your
he's there,
dad
yeah,
and yeah. So but yeah, other than that, hey Mike.
Hey
sure.
guys, thanks for understanding. How's it
Yeah,
going?
you're good. Good. We're just chatting about winter season and things like that. But did you end up getting your Google Business Profile stuff figured out? I know we had issues with that a couple weeks ago.
Uh, I
What
didn't. No, I. Or if you're talking to Mike.
I
Yeah, I was asking Mike.
Oh, okay,
I I did all those little tweaks you said to do, and it went pretty good. I think there was one thing I couldn't accomplish. I forgot what it was, but yeah, things are going pretty good.
Nice. Have you got any more booking requests over the past couple weeks?
Did I tell you the deer hunter booked?
No, I don't think you did. I think that
Okay,
you were like in the process of it, but he hadn't actually booked yet.
yeah, a bunch of good stuff happened all at once. So the the Nevada guide, he's like, yeah, come on out, let's run trips again in Nevada for mule deer. And then my deer hunter booked because I like to hunt during the rut. And then my pig hunter 2 days ago got his pig, so I'm just on cloud nine.
Nice.
sweet. Huh?
So how do you do like, because I know you said with the hunts before, like that it can be a little bit complex in terms of like I forget the exact wording that you used, but it was something along the lines of you never really knew like aren't your seasons weird out there, so it's hard for
Yeah,
someone to like book way in advance because you don't know exactly when you're going to be able to take them.
yeah. So the Nevada guide, it, there's a non-resident master guide Nevada mule deer tag. So let's say a unit would have in the regular draw have like 200 guys apply. Well, with the master guide, only like 70 guys will apply, but you still have to. It's like Nevada. It's like a gambling kind of thing. So you could win big, or you could just spend your money and not win. And so the odds are better, but you put in and then you pay the fee to be in Nevada, but then you don't know if you'll draw or not. But last year I had a 100 draw, and then this year I have some more people on my list, and so I just have to figure out how I'm going to work that. I there's my sub guide, probably there's other people that work on the ranch, so we're gonna have to figure out. I got a good feeling we'll get two hunters, but I don't know if I can go twice in October because I have my other job. But I'll just figure out what happens when we get there.
Yeah. So one thing while it's on my mind that I kind of wanted to mention, which I know I think I texted you about it, Quinn, and you. you're aware, but which this wasn't my idea. It was just something that I really had to share. But one of the guys in the group, Brad, he was talking about how he started implementing kind of like a referral partnership with like different Airbnbs and stuff with people. And I just thought that this was a really interesting way to basically make more money per trip without having to like raise your prices at all. Because, like in the example, which I go, he goes over it a little bit more in detail in his post in the community there. But when you do the math, like even if you make, $50 off a referral or something like that, it doesn't seem like much. But when you break it down, like it can like legitimately be increasing the profit margins of the trip by like 10-15% sometimes. And yeah, it's a really slick way to make more money without raising the price of the trip, especially if you have like a large amount of clientele that is coming from a long distance. It's like they have to stay somewhere anyways. And I don't know about you guys, but when I go somewhere and I'm looking for a place to stay, I would way rather someone who's local recommend me a place to stay that I know is going to at least be halfway decent than having to just figure it out on my own and who knows what I'm going to get. So
Yeah.
that's like a huge thing if either of you guys have the like clientele that stays at places and stuff. Like if you know anybody with Airbnbs or who runs little motels or anything like that, when I heard about that strategy, I was like, I cannot believe that I haven't done that all those years.
Yeah, that's low key genius. I haven't looked into it, but so like, what does he do? Does he like just go on Airbnb and then like call the people, or does he like actually know people?
He he made a which I'll have to he's busy because he does ice fishing trips in the winter, so he usually can't make these calls. But I'll have to try to get him on here next week or something so he can be the one explaining it because I hate to have to try to iterate it and tell his story. But from what he's told me, he makes posts in like Facebook groups of like Airbnb people and basically just being like, hey, I run a charter business. If any of you guys who have these local Airbnbs are interested in partnering up for referrals, um, private message me. And the day he posted that, I remember he texted me, he got like 6 or 7 different like local
Wow.
Airbnb owners that messaged him that were interested in partnering up. So yeah, now he's got like a handful of different places and stuff for people to stay. It's really cool.
Man, yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, and you're out nothing. It's like it's not
Yeah,
costing
literally.
you
Yeah,
anything.
there's
So
no investment.
I'm
yeah.
uh I'm looking into Airbnb because there's some where I live and then they're on the map. So I feasibly could drop off one of those flyers I was using at the actual place and then like you said, learn about this referral thing. But I have the fishing trips listed on the experience. Then I called customer service and there's a glitch. But I mean I'm pretty optimistic they're gonna get it loaded up. I mean I took all the time to load the pictures and the fishermen. So
What do you mean
Yeah.
like you list it as an experience on Airbnb?
yeah, there's a new Airbnb experiences thing. I think it's
Oh,
within the last year.
I think I remember you mentioning that a while ago.
Okay.
Yeah, but so hmm, so I think we had covered like last time we talked, Mike. I think we had mainly said that before you started like moving into the signs thing and getting any signs to put out that we were trying to nail down like the website thing and the Google business profile thing. That way when people do start looking you up, like everything is kind of like, optimized, ready to rock and roll. So I don't want to like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, but there was just those handful of things that that we had talked about. And so it sounds like you did basically what you could with the Google business profile. But the one other thing that I really remember was, were you able to get into your website and take off like the your seasonal promotional offer that was still listed under each of the trips because it looked kind of outdated? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I took that part off. There was 4 things though. There was put the location, make it 24 hours, take off the seasonality, and there was a fourth thing. I think the fourth thing I couldn't figure out how to do.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm looking at it right now actually. Um, so yeah, I see you have 24 hours. That's cool. I see you added, so it's Pismo Adventures slash Avila Beach and Pismo Beach.
Yeah.
The oh yeah, now I know. The other thing that I was thinking that it was hurting you a little bit, which maybe let me try to share my screen here so I can. All right, can you see it now?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, I know it's probably pretty small, but I'm highlighting it there. It says hunting club. And I
Okay.
think the fact that Google's recognizing you as a hunting club, it like it's not really optimal. Like even if so for one, if somebody's looking up fishing trips, then that's for sure going to hurt you. But even if somebody was looking up like hunting guides or something like that, because I know you're kind of trying to like toggle back and forth between both, like you want
Yeah.
people to know that you do hunting and fishing, which kind of makes it a little bit more difficult because you can't really just like pick one. But I would look and see like there's got to be another option, even if it says like hunting guide or guided hunts or something. You just want it to be a little bit more because hunting club is like it just I don't think it's a good descriptor of like what you actually are or like what people would be searching for. And that's more important than you probably think it is because that's what Google's like categorizing you as. So um, yeah, I would look and see if there's any possible way you could make that a little bit more accurate, which it doesn't let you type that in. So it makes you select from like a list of, hundreds of different like pre-selected categories. So that's why I'm saying I don't know what it will let you choose, but just have a scroll through and see if there's anything better than that.
Huh. Oh, it let me, I don't know why I didn't figure this yesterday. So now it can go. It says current hunting club, pending hunting club, fishing charter, and it's going to list fishing charter as primary. I guess that's
Oh,
good.
okay.
I don't
Okay.
I don't know how to, like, I'm having my guy at Three Planes that made my website. He's helping me this month. Like, we're going to do kind of a Zoom call like this. And it's so much information. I just do my best to do one thing at a time. Otherwise,
Yeah.
do you think that might be a little better at listing the two? And then it says pending. It's probably going to be like, oh, he's a fishing charter. Whoop.
Yeah, sometimes it pens for a little while, but overall, I would say um, it, you're good then if you have that in there because I remember, yeah, it just makes it a little bit trickier wanting to do both the hunting and fishing. But if as
Yeah.
long as you can have it in there, then I think you'll be good. Like I said, it's not make or break. Like the majority of your traffic probably won't all be coming from this. We're just trying to have this set up so when people start, finding you from other ways and stuff, you want all of your online presence to like look understandable. Because the point I'm trying to make isn't that we're not using SEO and Google to get like 100% of your clients. What I'm trying to imagine here is, in a few months when you've got other advertisements out, other signs out, whatever, somebody sees, oh, Pismo Adventures, what's that? They open up their phone, they Google Pismo Adventures, and
Yeah.
it's what they see right there, like that they're instantly going to start like you just don't want anything to confuse them, like for them seeing like hunting club, then they might be like a little bit confused. Or so I just want to make sure that that I'm not saying it from like a perspective that you're getting all your customers from Google. I'm looking at it more through a lens of when people see another advertisement, look you up, you don't want there to be any sort of confusion. You want it to be like as easy as possible to be like, oh yeah, this could be cool, and then to give you a call. Like that's really the goal of the whole thing is for them to give you a call.
And you're so right because it's very subtle. Once people have gone fishing with me, they want to rebook or like they're sending me texts. It's cool, but yeah, get that process. What about hunting area? Would that be better than hunting club? I got hunting area, hunting club, hunting store, hunting preserve, hunting and fishing store, and then accounting firm.
Let me look up. There's another guide service that does hunting trips that I know. I'll see what they use. Oh, they don't even have a Google Business profile, so that doesn't do any good. Let me
I
try
guess I'll
something
keep it the
else.
same, Nate, because it club area, at least they know I'm hunting. And I didn't put hunting store. And then hunting preserve seems like, sure, I'd love to put that, but I know guys that have like a 30,000 acre ranch. Like, I'm not that big. So,
Yeah, hunting preserve, it makes me feel like it's a zoo or something.
oh, well,
Right.
that'd be even worse. So, okay.
Yeah, probably just leave it with what you got. But one thing that I did catch is you said that it was still pending. Um,
Yeah.
so it shouldn't be pending for that long. I mean, you did this like a week ago or so,
Oh,
and but
I
all.
just did it, Nate. I just added fishing
Oh,
charter. Yeah.
oh, okay, all
Mm.
right, yeah. Because I was gonna
So it
say
was
I like all the.
originally, yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah, you're good now. At first, I was like, why are some of the changes showing like 24 hours and things like that, but only that one would be pending. But that makes sense if you just did it.
Yeah, it
And
sounds
then,
good.
uh, and then Quinn, not to beat a dead horse here or anything, but did you say that you were, uh, do you have a Google Business profile already, or you were in the process of wanting to get one
Yeah,
set up?
I tried last year when the boat was in the water, and the only thing I need to do is the verification, and I've tried that a couple times and cannot get it. For whatever reason, I can't figure it out, or no, I don't get the right things or do the right thing
Quinn, I
Okay,
had to
on
yeah,
the
really
Google
pester him.
Business.
Like I went to the physical address I I use with them, and I brought fishing poles, and I had all my gear. I had a friend come that I've been fishing with. He wasn't a client, but like I had him talk to him. They just wanted to make sure I was really a fishing guide. That might help. But I pestered him. It took a good like 7 or 8 hours of like calling and writing emails. Maybe not that much. It's definitely more than 2 hours though.
Wow. Okay.
It was a pain in the
So,
neck. And then I was happy to, I'm like, man, am I not understanding this? And I talked to my website guy and he's like, yep, that's how Google is. They're not, it's not the most customer service.
yeah. And the way that I
Sorry,
look through it
Google.
is I,
Glad you send me stuff, but
yeah, I look at it through a lens of like it sucks that it's that difficult, but um, I kind of look at it as a good thing because if it was super easy, then everybody would do it. And a lot of guys just
right.
get frustrated and give up with it. So if you take the few hours that it takes to deal with all of the
I like
BS,
that.
then you can, you know, like I've said before, like it's a free way to get more like you're out nothing. And just last month when I got my January report, 'cause they send you like how many calls you got each month, and then like I can verify based on like did my phone actually ring or not, and was it from these people. But like January is usually my slowest month, and I still got 5 calls from my Google Business profile. So it's like it's
Sure.
literally free, and I don't have to do anything. Like why not? And it's basically you do it one time, go through all the
You're right.
verification BS, and like you're good for years, basically.
So is that what you would do? Take some rods and reels and stuff,
They
and
asked me
like,
to, yeah, they asked me to do that. Like the first video conference I had with them, I think I was just in my office. And then they're like, no, we want to see your gear. Bring all your fishing gear. That's what I did.
so
My friend, I didn't have any gear, so I went to my friend's house and I grabbed a bunch of his fishing poles and stuff. I'm like, Wayne, will you talk to these guys? And that seemed to work. I was like, where am I going to find? I didn't know that.
okay, maybe I'll take my brother up to the marina. Just yeah. But it's just weird because like the marina's iced up right now. I don't know. I guess I'll try it next time I go up. I'll try.
It
And
seems like they'd be happy they to see your boat and your gear, but then there was this weird thing where they wanted to see the physical address because unless you have a physical address, I guess Google won't let me open up a business.
Okay.
Like if I only have a PO box.
Okay.
yeah, which Quinn, I know it's a little bit, obviously you're going down the road right now, so you can't really look into it. But if you want, like one evening or something this week, if you want to monkey around with it, you can give me a holler or something, and I'll at least take a look at like your settings and make sure that that everything's looking good. Because I've been dealing with these Google business profiles for quite a while, so it might be able to save you a little bit of hassle, anyways.
Okay. But do you agree, Nate? I got to be at the marina to accomplish anything.
It's I'll say this, it's a little bit different for everybody, and being at the marina is probably the best way to, for sure make it happen. But for me personally, um, like I have never used a marina before. So mine is just a boat launch essentially. So I didn't show my boat, I didn't show like any of my gear or anything. I basically just like in the video was just like verifying that like the address was legit and stuff. And then like I was talking, and that's like really another thing that I think helps is when I've done it, when I've verified for my fishing business, and I had to re-verify like a couple months ago for my storage unit Google business profiles. I always am like talking, like even like when I was outside the building with the storage units, like I'm talking and explaining it. And I think that the biggest thing is they want to, even if you're down at the boat launch and you're just like, yeah, so then I launched the boat here, this is where I meet my clients, like they just like to hear that it sounds like you're a legit person. Because Google's whole goal is they just don't want a bunch of random people, setting up Google business profiles. So I
Okay.
would talk, I would actually talk like so that they can hear your voice and know that it's legit. So it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. Like you don't have to like give them a full walkthrough of your boat as it's like sitting in the marina. Like, would that be probably best? Sure, but like I said, in my experience, they are just looking for like verification that you're legit.
Okay. So do you think my boat's down where I live? Do you think if I went and just took a video, can I try that first? Take a video of
Yeah,
the boat and I'll maybe try that. Maybe I'll try that a night this week.
yeah. In worst case scenario, it's not like if you do it wrong the first time that you're like banned forever or
Right.
something. Like I've
Yeah.
done it before where I've submitted a video and then they're just like, this doesn't meet our requirements. Try again, and then you just
Okay.
try again. Like it's there's so it's not like, oh, I only get one chance and then if I'm never going to be able to try again. Try it. If it works, great. If not, then you can try to make it better the next time. That's
I
Okay.
tried it.
there's
I
no
had to do, yep.
yeah, there's no like written like you can't find anywhere like exactly what Google's looking for. It's just kind of like you have to like make your best educated guess, and then depending
Okay.
on their mood of the day, that's essentially what it is.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll try that.
Yeah.
I'll try that. I'll try the boat first, and whatever, and then I'll uh, maybe go up this weekend or something.
Yeah. And then so yeah, even when you do that, just at least send me a screenshot or something of what you got
Okay.
for
Yeah.
your settings, because I'm not saying that you did it wrong. It's just like it's way easier to change this stuff now than after you send them the video and get verified and everything. If you try to go back later and change it, then you have to like get it goes through a pending process again, just like what Mike's dealing with right now. So it's like you might as well just get it all like
Do it
optimized
right
right
now.
off the bat. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically it really with those things. Other than that, after that, you guys will both be in good shape with those. So,
Okay. Yeah, I'd love to go
but
out and start putting signs up, but I'm not walking through a foot of snow. I don't think.
no, I don't blame you
I,
at all. Honestly, I feel like I like to do it in like well, for you, Mike, it's different because you're way out there. But and for most of us northern guys, I like to do it in the spring, like right after the snow melts, because
Right.
then like all the vegetation is still dead and stuff, and you can get to places to put it out easier. Whereas like in the past, when I've tried doing it like in the middle of summer, it's like you've got all this
Yeah, it
vegetation
sucks.
growing up.
Yeah.
You're wading through a bunch of crap. It's just as bad as doing it in the middle of winter. So like springtime, when everything's dead right after the snow melt, that's like prime time to be putting out signs.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so all right, guys. Well, I got
All right.
a roll. You guys are welcome to. I'll leave the call. Stay for however long you want. But other than that, I'll plan on talking to you guys next week. And if you get a chance, Quinn, just send me that stuff over. All right.
All right, sounds good. Thanks.
All right,
Cool,
guys.
mate. Quinn, can I ask you a question about the your fishing booker website? And then that's all the question I have.
Sure, go for it.
What would you, because I haven't got a lot of bookings there, and your site looks really good. What do you think is the number one thing that's bringing you clients?
I actually called them one point and I said, "Hey, what can I do what can I do to like make it optimal?" And she told me, I forget what she said. She said like action pictures, which I know it's hard now. I don't. You're not running trips right now, are you? I assume.
What I could put in, I could put even more. I do have a lot of pictures, but I got better pictures now with bigger fish.
Well, see, and I think honestly, like I like last year and even like this winter, like I was constantly like uploading more. And it's not even, I'll say this, at least what I've heard. It's not always about how many pictures you have. It's
Oh, it's
just like, just how like, people catching, like quality, good quality pictures. And like you said, if you got big fish, I mean, that helps.
there's like 3 pictures of like more like kayak, but then we've caught some more halibut and lingcod, which is people's favorite fish, so I could post those. That's a good idea. Just be
Yeah. And
more
honestly, like,
detail oriented.
yeah, yeah. And honestly, yeah, a couple things that have helped me on Booker. That I would say pictures and like videos, whatever. Just make sure that's all good. And then I don't know how many. I should look at your Booker thing, but I don't know how many trips you offer. But once I added a 5 hour trip option last year, it's like most of my trips are all 7 hour. Um, but once I offered a 5 hour for like $100 less, I cannot believe how many 5 hour trips I got.
Dang,
Like
I should probably try that. Try a
for whatever
3.
reason, people it's like, yeah, that's all we want. Go out for 5 hour. I don't know, like what's your like, golden goose trip that you offer?
Yeah, 3 a 4-hour trip, but offer a 3-hour trip and knock $75 off, and
Yeah, like
then
whatever an
faster.
hour is worth to you.
I
Yeah,
never even
right. It's
thought of that.
easier. Um, yeah, for whatever reason, people are like, oh man, whether it's the money or it's like, yeah, I don't really want to be out there for 4 hours, but 2.5, 3 hours, yeah, that sounds, yeah, we could, that's fine.
Because I have to remember the fishermen are not just crazy fishermen like us that are, like, building
Right, die
businesses and they'll
hard.
fish all day long. They'll yeah, they just wanna have
So,
fun.
so yeah, I think honestly, like offering a bunch of trips, that's at least what the Booker people told. At first, I didn't believe them, and then I did it, and I was like, oh, that worked. Um,
Yeah, I need to offer
but
the surf perch fish,
so
fishing
like, how?
trips. Okay.
What was it? You say what
For
was the thing you
the
said?
people wanna do surf perch right off the shore, which I don't wanna do. I
Dude,
don't feel confident. I mean, I've caught surf perch and it's fun, but I love my kayaks. But people call me for surf
well,
perch.
sure, dude. That is that less work or is that more work,
It's less work.
bro? I don't know. That don't seem too bad, right?
Yeah. Yeah, now that we're talking about it.
I mean, just I mean, maybe you only do that for a little bit or something, but yeah, just give people different options. It's like, oh, dude, that sounds fun. Just go out to, you know, go out to the beach for a couple hours, and he's got all the gear set up for us, ready to go.
Yep. And then
And
again,
two,
the
like, oh, sorry.
$75 off, $50 off. Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be that much. Just a little bit for less time, and because some people like, oh my gosh, you want to fish 4 hours? That's all morning. Like, I don't want to go do that.
Yep.
Like a
I think,
wife or a
yep.
daughter or something. So yeah, that at least that upped my game a little bit last year, and even like this year, I've booked. I even added a couple more this year, and yeah, I've booked several of them from Booker.
Okay. I've been
But
getting
yeah,
a
like I
lot
said,
of,
oh sorry.
no, go ahead, Quinn.
Oh, I just gonna say, and honestly too, like if you wanted, um, there's a couple like minor tweaks that I made. So um, I called like customer service of Fishing Booker, and I mean, she didn't give me a ton of stuff, but there's a couple of things like, oh, okay, like little things like, just a fine print that sets you apart.
Yeah, because there's at least 10 guys within a 100-mile radius of me. So if I could get to like 7, 8, not top one, two, three, I think that could help.
Yeah, yeah, it definitely does. Like it definitely, I cannot, I don't know if maybe not quite half, maybe like a third of my trips that I have booked right now have came from Fishing Booker.
It got me curious
Uh,
when you said that a couple weeks ago. I'm like, ooh, I need
yeah,
to
like
improve my game
I
on that platform.
and and two, like last year I forget how many I had, if I had like 12 or something, 13 or 14 last year from Fishing Booker. So which that was good for me. I was happy with it. But it's like as long as you get into like asking people for reviews, having good reviews, that really really helps. Even like
Okay.
so, like you can. I don't know if you've done it before, but have you done like the email review?
Yo, yeah, I actually enjoy
Okay,
asking for reviews because especially when you had a really good day and they're so
right.
happy, they just really want to help me because I don't really know the reason. They just look real happy, and I use my intuition because there's been times, oh, this was a mistake. I would sell a hat instead of giving them a hat, and asking them to like an upsell at the end of the trip just sucked all the air out of the room. I'm like, okay, I'm never doing that again. I'll never ask for like an
Oh,
upsell. It's not the same kind of situation as like I used to work in a boiler room for inbound telemarketing. It's not the same.
right. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Oh, hey, yeah. After like the trip went well, you got paid. Oh, hey, do you want to buy a hat? Yeah. Okay, that's a good piece of advice. I'll remember that.
Now, giving them a hat, they're like on cloud nine. They're like, I got fish and a hat. So,
Right, bro. But also, I mean, have that's good that you have them because oh hey, do you have any merch? Like, oh yeah, I've got it. It's like, well, it's however much. It's like, well, it's $20. Like, oh, it's not bad. Yeah, I'll take a hat from you at least have that
yeah, that's a
option then.
different, and that's so subtle. That's a different vibe. I've been getting help like different, just asking. I just noticed it's so subtle, but small tweaks really can benefit in a lot more profit. Another, I don't know if you have to go. One more question, I'll let you go here. Is
Oh, you're good.
my marketing helper. So on Book Your Hunt, I usually get a lot of questions, but people don't, that's not my best marketing or how people get the information. So I was playing with different things to say. So I could kind of tell this guy wasn't going to book, so I wanted to try it, and I said, "Well, I mean, you could go with such and such company instead of Pismo Adventures because, well, they shoot bigger bucks and, it's a bigger ranch. Because I feel a responsibility to get you out there. Of course, I'd like you to book with me, but, get out there." And my
Yeah.
marketing person got pretty upset with that. She's like, "You're marketing someone else's business." But to my mind, I thought, well, I'm just trying to be helpful. So if they won't book with me,
Right.
I want them to go out there. Have you ever tried anything like that? Or what's your take on kind of unconventional communication with prospective clients?
As far well, Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know.
It's a
Like
tough one because
if I can't run a trip, or I like last year I had to give a couple of trips away. I
okay,
will say, like, lining, like, I reached out to guys and, like, boom, hey, this is your guy. He's running the trip. Call him. Like, it's
okay,
all good. You're all set up. So I've done that. And people do really appreciate that. That as far as, like, I do the same thing, honestly, Mike. Like, if I
okay.
can't, like, if I can't, which, yeah, I guess, whatever, you're giving someone else a trip, but it's like you said, it's like, I don't want them to go with somebody sucky. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
or
if I know someone good, like you just said, if you know someone good, it's gonna be like, all right, you're obviously not booking with me right now for whatever reason, dates, you don't like the price, what we do, whatever, you don't like something. It's like, okay,
I
well,
thought he
I'm gonna
wanted to
send you.
get bigger bucks.
Okay, yeah, right. Well, then it's like, yeah, it's like, well, I'm gonna send you to the best place I know. So it's like, say they go there and have a great experience, right? Okay, well, then the next year they're like, I don't really want to spend that extra, however much money, or that, it was fun. We got a big buck, but that guy wasn't a real person. It's like, hey, let's go give this guy a try that, referred me to them. It might be like a year later customer.
Okay. Yeah, thanks for that, Quinn, because that is my intuition too. Just because it's not a regular business. I'm becoming their like, we eat together and shoot the bull, and we're becoming friends. There's a different
Yes,
level of
literally.
trust, so I don't if they book with me next year or I don't really mind, especially if I don't, because I know I wanna be who I am, like, the bucks we get are meat bucks. They're not,
Yeah.
4 by 4 bucks, they're fork and horns, so just telling people that seems to make them happy. So, I'm not gonna give that marketing technique up, so yet.
You
Well, I don't
mean,
think I will.
well, like, so what do you mean you're telling them that like, what do you mean that they're happy? What do you mean?
Um, let's see.
Like, you're just being honest with what service you're providing?
Yeah, and they seem when I talk to them later, they seem to appreciate that. I have had that thing happen that you just said. The following year, they end up booking with me, so it doesn't seem to be bad for business.
I mean, personally, right? Like, okay, so I'll give you an example. So I had a guy
Okay.
book with me last year. He was actually going to go with another gentleman in my marina. He booked two separate trips. Just they wanted to go two different guys. Whatever. It's like, all
Yeah.
right, cool. Thanks for choosing me. I'm glad I get to fish with you for a day. So we had such good conversation, and he didn't tell me this, but I mean, common sense, right?
Yeah, you
He
have an
like I say,
intuition.
so he actually ended up canceling the trip with me last year, right? He had
Mm,
a bunch of deaths in the family. Had a rough time. I'm assuming he canceled. So he canceled or whatever. Well, he called me the.
cut out.
Hello,
Then what happened, Quinn?
hello. Oh no, you're good. Just
I
I
can
got
hear
a
you
phone
now.
call, and for whatever reason, school kicks you out.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, well, anyways, I'll try and make short. Um, we had good conversations last year. He canceled the trip, no big deal. I didn't care. It was not a problem. It's like you have death in the family. I'm not gonna be a dick about that. Whatever.
mm,
Well, like I said, so nobody ran the trip. Didn't hear from him again. Boom. The other day, he booked 2 days with me.
yeah.
So it's just being a good, personable person. I think is half of it, honestly. You know,
I
and
see. I
and being
agree.
upfront too. Being upfront, it's like, I mean, if you're looking to kill a trophy buck, this is, yeah, like, what do you want me to do? Lie and get you out here, and then you're pissed off at me and leave a bad review? See, to me, that's not worth the what's, however much your hunt is priced, whatever.
And then for years, I just would, okay. Thank you for reaching out. In the future, think of, and that was the end of the conversation. I wouldn't go a level deeper and offer another piece of knowledge. So
Yeah.
there's different follow-ups. And I'm kind of learning this. I'm getting a lot of calls from marketers now. So like Nate's been the best so far just because he's so confident and he has such a good vibe. But there's other people they'll send like 3 or 4 follow-up emails with a different style of like rebuttal. So um it seems like that's part of running a business.
Yeah. Right. So, shoot. Oh yeah. So like, have you ever asked like, say you get a lead, and I don't. I guess I haven't done this a whole lot, but like, if you've ever asked them like, well, why didn't you book with me? Have you ever tried that?
Yeah, I have. I've been doing that this year, and it's so funny. This sounds silly, but I'll say it. It's like dating again. I've been married 20 years, so I haven't dated in a long time, but I remember, and they'll say stuff like, "It's not me. It's no, it's not you. It's me."
Right. Is that basically the same thing that you get from like the charter?
Yeah,
Oh, we're
I've
busy,
had
or
3
oh,
clients say that.
this. Like, oh, I'm busy, or I don't have the money, or whatever.
Yeah, but they'll actually write, "I just wanted to ask." They'll give an excuse and then they'll like be like, "Thank you for your time. It's not you, it's me." Hmm.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, it's happened 3
that
times. The first time
that's
I thought it was a
brutal.
fluke, and then I'm like, "Oh, this is weird. This is like dating."
That's awesome. Hey, and another thing I'm gonna throw out to you again. You have to be careful with it. You have to like word it just right, or else it won't post it
Okay.
to you. I booked another trip from Facebook Marketplace the other day.
Oh, that's right, you were
Yeah,
telling me
dude,
about that. I still don't have
I've
it up.
booked several from there. It's not a ton. They're not a ton. You have to be careful. It's like, yeah, you have to be like I said, you have to be careful with your wording because I don't think Marketplace lets you like post a service. You have to be very vague with your description, is what I've
Okay.
found.
Okay.
Like I have, I could screenshot and send you mine, but it's like walleye charter, and it just says we run Lake Erie fishing charter, the Portland, um, blah blah blah. We fish out of a 27-foot penyan. Um, reach out for details, kind of thing. Yours could be we fish. What is it, Primo Beach or
Yeah,
what
Pismo
was it?
Beach,
Something with a P,
Pismo
beach, right?
Adventures Fishing Guide.
Pismo. Yeah, like
We fish out of kayaks. Openers May 1st,
yeah.
reach out for
PM for
details.
details. Bam. Yeah, like literally so cake. And then just make sure you put in there. I think like if you put in there like make sure you put keywords in the description like kayak, fishing kayak or something
Okay.
to that nature because like if I look up boat on Facebook or fishing boat or something or trolling, my ad comes up, my marketplace ad.
Nice.
So that's if you have time, whatever. I mean they're free. I mean you might not get any, honestly. I don't know, but if you get one, it was worth the 10 minutes, 15 minutes it took to put on there.
Yeah, there's not a silver bullet, so I think you're right. This is great.
Yeah, but I know it's cool, man. So you sounds like you've been booking some stuff, and
Yeah. So far so good.
um,
2026 off to a great start.
that's good. So when is your fishing? You say May is your fishing?
Yeah, May 1st it opens. But I was talking to my mentor and when he said it, I kind of had an idea, but it kind of the fishing in the winter is actually even better than the summer sometimes. So it's more pleasant in the summer, but so it's just a matter of just getting word out there and letting people know I exist.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely not easy. Like it's definitely tough, And two, like you don't want to do a bunch of stuff for like your time's not free, so it's like I've thought about doing the giveaway, but dude, it's just not that I'm too good for it, right? But like it's just I only have so amount of time. It's like I can't run all these trips at cost.
Yeah.
At least personally, I haven't. I just don't want to do a big discount on stuff. I did last year which it was good to do that. I got a lot of trips from running like I did like reach outs to people I knew, and I was doing like a 20% off, which it did get me a lot of trips. But man, it just by the end of it, it's like, oh my gosh, please no more discounted trips. Like I'm not making any money.
I
So
I think that's wise. I don't do Groupons anymore for that same reason, because you start to learn the market. Now you have all these things stuck in your head that work and don't work. Yes, I can get 8 clients immediately, but I don't wanna run a $150 kayak fishing trip with the price
yes,
of gas and the
right.
insurance and all that. I need to recoup my money faster.
I mean, right. So it's tough because yeah, you want all your dates to fill up, all your time to be spent fishing and making money, but it's just a fine line, it's just a fine line.
It's a fine line.
So, but no, it's cool, man. Glad to hear you're booking some stuff and whatnot.
Yeah, man, these calls are really helpful, so thanks for taking this extra time answering those questions.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I'm.
I'm gonna have
I
to
need. I
get
didn't.
the link
Yep.
cod pictures up.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling. Yeah, do the fishing booker, and honestly, if you have time, try the marketplace. I'm telling you, man. That it's a sleeper. I'm not. It might be different. I don't know, like if you've ever used marketplace in your area, but like it seems like around us, everybody's on Facebook. Everybody's got marketplace. The people are always just scrolling.
Yep,
So I don't know, just something different.
it's
And
got
what
the
did you?
eyeballs.
Yeah, so I forget. I'll ask you something real quick, and then I can let you go. But what the Airbnb thing? I need to do that. I said that last time and I didn't. Is it
Okay.
on like I've booked trips off Airbnb? Is it on it, or do you have to like go to their website or something?
Yes. So I'm pretty sure it's nationwide. So you'll go Airbnb experiences, and then you're gonna
Okay.
load up all your pictures, all your availability. It walks you through it like if your explanation's too long, it'll make you not do that. And then
Okay.
you send it to customer service and they send back like you're approved. So my site is up, it's just not live. And then I called customer service and they said it's a glitch. So I'm optimistic that it's going to get up eventually. And then yeah, it'll be I think I'll book at least 2 or 3 trips off of that this year. And then I had the idea, I'm like, "Oh, man, I know this house. I'm gonna go and just put a flyer there and say $50 off for Airbnb." And, you can read how much they're charging for the week, so the people wanna come and spend money and have a vacation. So I just had never gotten in front of them before, so I'm optimistic.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
I'm sure it's the same stuff in your area, Quinn, like the lake houses next to the lake that you fish and all that stuff. It's gotta be a similar situation.
Yeah, I need to. Yeah, I need. That's a. I should like reach out to some people that I know with houses. And be like, hey, look, if I refer you a client, like how much you gonna kick back or whatever.
Yeah, I do need to
Or
get the referral down, but I was thinking I go even without asking, just do like a little, like, doorknob flyer or put the flyer there because
Oh, I
I've
see.
identified which houses in that neighborhood are Airbnb because they're on a map just like on Zillow or Realtor.com.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea too. Just go out and put. Yeah, that is a good idea.
My flyers, Nate told me they're not professional enough, so he's like, "I'm not surprised you didn't book anything." I did 100 flyers around Christmas time, so I do need to make a little better flyer, and then, it didn't convert any trips, but it d it was like taking a nice walk, so it wasn't unpleasant. Sometimes cold calling people
Right.
can be it's not my
Yeah.
top of the list of
It's
things I enjoy, but the flyering, the
right.
canvassing was yeah.
No, I agree with you. I drove around the businesses and I don't. Yeah, I did get a couple trips from it, maybe two. But dude, I
Okay.
went to a lot of places. Not that it was not worth it. It was 100% worth it. But you know, it was also kind of, I don't know. Yeah, like you said, it's like I printed off, yeah, like a couple hundred of them, and I went and gave them all out, and it's like, yeah, there's like 150 bucks to print them. I got like little brochures. I probably could have did it cheaper, but it was still, it was
Yeah.
like, man. But no, that's cool, man. Yeah, I'll have to, if I come up with anything else, I'll let you know. But that's all I got for. If you come up with anything that's really working, let me know, because I'm, like I told Nate,
I am. This is fruitful.
yeah, absolutely. So you did the flyers. Didn't really. Yeah, I'm kind of, for whatever reason, man. Yeah, those don't seem to be like a. And you never know. People see it and they keep them. You know.
Oh, I
I mean,
hadn't thought of that.
it's only been a month. Yeah, dude. I gave mine out in March. I got a trip booked in like September last year.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So you might get one later. You know, that's or was it like, did you like do a sale, or were you just like, it was just a plain
Yeah, I
empty trip
offered
book?
him $25 off on the flyer. Well, I
Okay.
mean, it's like Nate says, we just keep going. And then that makes, I mean, I've known that since I was a little kid. You just keep going and
Try
something's
new
going to
other
work.
things. Yeah. And honestly, like, your area is different than my area, and Nate's area is different. You know, it's all, I think some things are universal, but also some things are, you know, because you're more in like a touristy area, right? Like a vacationy.
Yeah. My buddy I used to surf with, he's like, dude, Pismo got bougie.
Right. Well, that's good. That's good for you.
Yeah.
Well, not too bougie. Then you don't get the blue collar fishermen coming in, but yeah.
Yeah, it's complicated.
Yeah. No, it's cool, man. But yeah, well, sounds good, brother. Well, be safe out there, and yeah, if you hear, you have my
I do. I got your
number as
number
well.
now,
Don't you?
Quinn. So,
Okay, that's what I
yeah,
thought.
have an awesome week. Thanks for
Yeah,
answering
if
my
I,
questions, man. I'll
yeah,
see you next week. Yeah.
yep, you too, man. Appreciate it. All right,
Appreciate
sounds
it.
good, buddy.
Take care. Bye.
Yep, see ya.